Winter storm. Hernando is absolutely exploding right now, and it's becoming one of the most dangerous blizzards in over a decade, with 41 million people under blizzard warnings across the Northeast. This storm has already reached bomb cyclone status and is nearing peak intensity with pressure similar to a Category 2 hurricane. Over 600,000 people have lost power, more than 10,000 flights have been canceled, and we're seeing historic snowfall totals that could break records set 10 years ago. New York City is completely cut off with a travel ban in effect, and this is being called a potentially crippling and historic event. The storm is dumping up to 2 to 3 inches of snow per hour, with wind gusts reaching 70 mm/p, creating whiteout conditions that are making travel impossible across the entire I-95 corridor from Virginia to Maine. So, in today's forecast, I'm going to break down exactly what's happening with this historic blizzard that's paralyzing the entire Northeast. Right now, Winter Storm Hernando has reached bomb cyclone status and is nearing its peak intensity off the Northeast seaboard. The central pressure is similar to that of a Category 2 hurricane, but this is a cold core system rather than warm core, which makes it incredibly dangerous for winter weather. The storm officially bombed out during the afternoon and nighttime hours, with blizzard conditions developing along the entire coastline as winds increased dramatically. We're seeing intense snow bands with snowfall rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour, and some areas are experiencing even higher rates up to 2 to 3 inches per hour from Philadelphia all the way to New York City and into southern New England. The National Weather Service has issued blizzard warnings for 41 million people, stretching from Virginia all the way up to Maine, including all 5 boroughs of New York City. This is the first blizzard warning for New York City since 2017, and it's the first such warning for Boston since January 2022. These are extremely rare warnings that indicate life-threatening conditions are occurring or imminent. The storm has already caused massive disruptions across the region. According to FlightAware data, there have been more than 10,000 flights canceled from yesterday through tomorrow in the United States, virtually all of them in the path of Winter Storm Hernando. That includes more than 5,300 flights today alone, with another 1,300 flights already canceled for tomorrow. Major airports in New York, Boston, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C. are essentially shut down. Power outages are rising rapidly as expected with this windy nor'easter that's dumping heavy snow. According to poweroutage.us, over 600,000 homes and businesses are currently in the dark across the Northeast, with the bulk of outages in New Jersey and Delaware. New Jersey alone has over 300,000 customers without power, while Delaware has significant outages as well. As the storm continues to intensify, these numbers are expected to climb even higher. New York City is completely isolated by this blizzard. Mayor Zohran Mamdani has implemented a citywide travel ban for all non-emergency vehicles until at least noon today. The city has deployed more than 700 salt spreaders and converted more than 2,000 garbage trucks into snowplows to deal with this historic storm. This is only the mayor's second major snowstorm in the first 2 months of his administration, but it's already shaping up to be one for the record books. The snowfall totals we're seeing are absolutely incredible. Freehold Township, New Jersey, has officially entered the 24-inch club with 24.2 inches of snow on the ground from Winter Storm Hernando. That's in Monmouth County, where 9% of all customers have lost power this morning. If New York City picks up another 2.4 inches of snow this morning, Hernando would be the city's heaviest snowstorm since the all-time record 10 years ago, which was 27.5 inches from a winter storm in late January 2016. The wind component of this storm is what's making it so dangerous. We're seeing sustained winds of 25 to 35 mph, with gusts up to 70 mph across coastal areas. The National Weather Service has warned that these winds will make travel dangerous, if not impossible. Scattered downed tree limbs and power outages are possible due to snow load and strong winds. These hurricane-force wind gusts combined with heavy snow are creating blizzard conditions with near-zero visibility. The storm is affecting a massive area from the mid-Atlantic all the way up to New England. Heavy snow is falling at rates of 2 to 3 inches per hour across the seaboard from Delaware up through Maine, with widespread totals of 12 to 24 inches expected from South Jersey all the way to Boston. Some areas could see even higher amounts, with potential totals reaching 30 inches in isolated locations. Philadelphia and New York City saw the most snow overnight Sunday, but heavy snowfall will persist in the Boston area throughout Monday. The storm is expected to continue bringing severe weather through Tuesday, making this a multi-day event that will have lasting impacts across the region. Winter storm. Hernando has forced the closure of dozens of school districts across the Northeast, including some of the nation's largest like New York City and Boston. For NYC, this is their first full school closing in years. Instead of digital learning days, children are getting an old-fashioned snow day, which is becoming increasingly rare in the modern era. The economic impact of this storm is already substantial. The New York Stock Exchange made the decision to open despite the citywide travel ban and blizzard conditions, relying heavily on electronic trading since the physical floor is essentially a ghost town. This demonstrates just how severe the conditions are when one of the world's most important financial centers is effectively shut down by weather. State and local officials have declared states of emergency across the region. New York Governor Kathy Hochul declared a state of emergency and said, "This will be something the likes of which we've not seen in years. People will be in the dark. Long Island and New York City and Lower Hudson are literally in the direct eye of the storm." New Jersey Governor Mickey Sherrill also declared a state of emergency and put a travel ban in place through midday Monday. The storm's intensity is truly remarkable. Having already reached bomb cyclone status, it underwent bombogenesis, which is when a storm's central pressure drops at least 24 millibars in 24 hours. This rapid intensification is what earned it the nickname winter hurricane. The storm even developed an eye-like feature as it strengthened off the coast, which isn't uncommon in the strongest nor'easters, but demonstrates just how powerful this system has become. Looking at the meteorology behind this storm, it originated from a shortwave trough that moved ashore on the west coast on February 20th. The system moved eastward across the country before beginning to consolidate and rapidly intensify. A new surface low developed off the southeastern United States and began moving north, eventually turning into this powerful nor'easter. The combination of cold air from Canada colliding with moisture from the Atlantic created the perfect setup for this historic blizzard. The timing of this storm couldn't be worse for the region, as many areas are still recovering from a previous major winter storm in late January that left over 100 people dead and caused widespread power outages that lasted for weeks in some areas. The infrastructure is already strained, and this additional hit is putting even more pressure on power grids and emergency services. The storm is expected to gradually pull away from the coast later today, but significant snow will continue for cities in the Northeast and New England through Monday night. Even after the storm passes, the threat won't be over immediately. The combination of heavy snow followed by potential melting and refreezing could create dangerous black ice conditions on roads for days to come. This event is being compared to some of the most significant blizzards in Northeast history. The last time New York City saw this level of snowfall was during the record-setting storm of 2016, and before that, you have to go back to major historic events like the blizzard of 1996 and even the legendary blizzard of 1888. This puts Winter Storm Hernando in very rare company when it comes to Northeast winter weather events. The human impact of this storm extends far beyond just the inconvenience of canceled flights and closed schools. With over 600,000 people without power in frigid conditions and more outages expected, this is becoming a serious emergency situation. Emergency shelters and warming centers have been opened across the region, and officials are urging people to check on elderly neighbors and anyone who might be vulnerable during this extreme weather event. As we continue to track Winter Storm Hernando, the focus will shift from the immediate impacts to the recovery efforts. With this much snow and this level of power outages, it could take days or even weeks for some areas to fully recover. The storm serves as a reminder of just how powerful and dangerous winter weather can be, even in an era of advanced forecasting and preparation. This is truly a historic event that will be remembered for years to come and will continue to provide updates as this dangerous situation unfolds across the Northeast. As always, thank you all so much for watching today's forecast on Michael Carter Weather. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. We will continue to monitor this historic blizzard and provide updates as conditions evolve. Stay safe, stay warm, and avoid all travel if possible. We will see you in the next update. Goodbye.